Someone feels literally devastated by you being happy. Yeah, it's some type of a Queen of Swords in the reverse feels devastated by you being happy. What is that? Yeah, exactly. 9 of Cups. 10 of Swords. Queen of Swords reverse. 9 of Cups. Someone's seeing you as a wish come true. You have someone out here who feels devastated by that. Hello, this is Ray reading for the collective. Just a quick check-in. Hope you're feeling great. I really appreciate you. What is going on? What do you need to know? What is the primary energy? Whoa! That is a very active card. 8 of Pentacles reverse. Queen of Wands. 10 of Wands. I don't know if someone's trying to put pressure on you. Or someone's feeling pressure. Something is too much, or you have a lot on your plate. You're a Queen of Wands with a lot on your plate. It could have to do with work. It could be a lack of cooperation or somebody trying to distract you or do something petty here regarding work. Regarding something here where you need to pay attention. Or this is someone trying to get you booted out of something here, but you're a Queen of Wands, so you're very independent. And if somebody's trying to wear you down, it's not working. Yeah. And somebody is wearing a mask. Someone's fake and false. In the middle of all of this, you've overcome some sort of disappointment. You're not looking back, but there's someone out here who is... I guess that's why it feels so petty, or, you know, they've stolen something from you, or they have been sneaking around. Somebody's wearing a mask. They're lying, cheating, stealing. They are stealing from you. They want to rob you of something. Queen of Cups. My gosh. You're a Queen of Wands and a Queen of Cups. It's a great mix, and the feeling is, you have this warmth, this charm, you're confident, and you're also a sweetheart. You're compassionate, you're intuitive. You know, you're doing all the right things here. It's not to say you're perfect, but you really are. You're doing great, and you have great energy. You're a great person. And you don't seem to be partaking in whatever this is. And it's just like somebody... This is just unhinged energy, just, you know, you're minding your own business, you're in your own lane, and you're doing what you need to do here, but it's great. It's coming across, you know, very, very, very good. Your life, and just like somebody meddling, that's the word I'm looking for. It's so uncalled for, and maybe they did something in the past and they're holding on to a lie, and that's the pressure they're under. Maybe they cheated you out of something, or they're trying to now. They could be trying to stop you from focusing. 8 of Pentacles reverse. Finishing your work, getting your work done, finishing, you know, mastering something. Stop you from mastering something. I feel like if they stole something and then tried to also get in your way, you know, it's basically like a game of trying to block progress. And whoever this is, it's like it's gone as far as it can. I feel like they feel like somebody feels like they're gonna have some kind of an outburst here, a fit, a tantrum, an adult tantrum. It has to do with a choice in love, contracts, and the fact that you're protected, someone's protecting you, or you've defended yourself, and they did the most, and you're still this great person, you're still loving, you've got this great warmth to you, and they involved a bunch of people. They cheated you out of something. If this is like an ex or somebody, they put everyone ahead of you. They made everyone more important. Maybe to put you in your place or teach you a lesson. You don't need to be put in your place, but maybe that's what they were doing, because this is like, these people are insignificant to whoever this is. 3 of Cups reverse. It's just like a group. It's like one after the other. I feel like it has more to do with some kind of like, some people who came in some sort of like petty social situation. But it's like you have the spark and the energy, or even someone's attraction here that could be, somebody feels like they're going to unravel because they took something from you. I feel like maybe someone thought they did you in. Yeah, Justice reverse. They did something here to uneven the playing field. They threw the balance off. Something was meant to be, there was something here that was flowing. It was the right thing, and they did something to block it, stop it, throw it off. They did something unfair. This could be legal, and there you are. You're popping out as a Queen of Cups again. They did something unjust to a Queen of Cups. Somebody lied, they cheated you out of something. And there's a lot of pressure, though, because of what they've done. There is. They're burdened by what they've done. And now they lost control, or they're not victorious. Wow, so they hit below the belt and they still lost. And you're happy anyway. Or somebody sees you as a wish come true, even though they wanted you to come across as like, what's the word? It starts with a D, I think. Disrepair, that's the wrong word, but I think you get what I'm saying. Tower reverse, 9 of Cups. They're trying really hard to keep their emotions in check, and also I feel like they're worried about something coming out. This could be someone who's like a fake friend, a fake in a relationship, somebody love bombed someone, or they're love bombing people. I don't know if they want to come towards you with this energy after, or they know they got involved, they know what these people did. I mean, 3 of Cups reverse and 7 of Swords, those are like, that's a definite cheating combination. With the Knight of Cups reverse, a charmer, somebody who involves multiple people, and then, cheating, definitely 7 of Swords. Maybe someone is dealing with that person in their life. Tower reverse. Seems like somebody's definitely doing a lot of thinking with this Hermit energy. Going within, they could be taking time alone to think something through. And maybe there's some type of a stalemate, blockage, or somebody's trying to stop someone from thinking something through. Somebody is fake and false here. Just turn that off. The problem is Queen of Cups. Just came back out again. Maybe this is somebody who betrayed you or didn't realize there was a big lie, or someone's challenged now because of what they did to a Queen of Cups, to a sweetheart. Trying to hold on to something or someone's real disillusioned here. Somebody's out in the cold, someone didn't listen to their better judgment. Deep down, 5 of Pentacles, someone's out in the cold. Is going to be left out in the cold. I feel like someone's worried that somebody obviously has gone too far. Is going too far. 7 of Wands, you're protected. Temperance reverse. Someone's unraveling because you defended yourself, because you're a Queen of Cups. And they're trying to hold on to something. A commitment. Somebody's very, very burdened here. Their life is falling apart. They ruined their life. They went the wrong way. Somebody did something very reckless. Intentions, expectations. Nine of Swords. So whatever someone's going through, they feel like they're about to enter into a nightmare. They're real nervous about somebody's sort of passionate feelings for you. They're like trying to hold on. Somebody's moving too fast. You're too courageous. You have some sort of good news here. Good news for a Queen of Wands. The good news is that someone sees you as a Queen of Wands, or that you are a Queen of Wands. That someone's very passionate about you. Or there's a message about someone's feelings. Someone didn't maybe put the work in with you, but you're a Queen of Cups. Or someone was trying to stop someone putting the work in with you. Something backfiring for a High Priestess in the reverse in the near future. Somebody who was definitely doing something they shouldn't to a sweetheart and didn't work. Yeah, you're too strong for something. Strength. 6 of Pentacles reverse. 8 of Swords reverse. You got out of some sort of... Someone was trying to trap you. They're trying really hard to keep it together. Very nervous. They're very nervous about what they did. You're not rejected. Strange behavior. Just odd energies, odd behavior, odd decisions that somebody made. I guess it's like you see people doing things they shouldn't all the time, on the news, and that's what this is. It's a form of that. It's bad behavior. It's depending on what this is, it's criminal behavior. It's corruption. It's bad behavior. It's the kind of thing that would definitely if people found out what someone was doing behind the scenes here, it would be viral, and someone could go to jail. If the receipts are all there, and if people spoke up who knew what someone was doing to another person, and I feel like there would be people that would be very outraged as well, knowing that you're a Queen of Cups on top of everything else. You know, no matter what, shouldn't be attacking people and doing this type of thing, stealing, harassing people constantly, all of that. But then on top of it, I feel like people would be outraged to know that, you're a sweetheart. Nobody likes bullying. Someone's thinking deeply about this. Someone's reaping what they've sown. They've ruined their life. And they could be trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do now that they've Seven of Swords. You got yourself out of some kind of a trap. Or they're trying to figure their way out of a trap after what they did. You're victorious here, you win. So this was a situation where, there was only going to be one winner in their mind. The way that these people or somebody here operates, it was going to be them, and they had no doubt. I feel like that's why they've been trying and trying and trying, and that's why they wouldn't let up after, I feel like a long time ago, that the signs were very, very clear to stop. You're way too strong. You're much stronger than somebody here. Your willpower, but it's because you took your ego out of it, or because you know how to contend with your own ego. And if you feel fear, you harness it into courage. So in a lot of ways, that's where, when we go through obstacles, when they say, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So it's like, they have been, being your sparring partner, essentially. It's like you didn't want to get into the ring. You're a Queen of Cups. You don't want to get in the ring. You don't want to put your boxing gloves on. No, you're a loving. You want to be in this loving energy. You don't want to be in any type of conflict with people. And as the Queen of Wands energy as well, you want to get out there and make things happen and be warm and, have a good time and create and grow. And have fun. And it's just not you, but, somebody put you, they forced a situation. They forced your hand. Like an Emperor reverse did this, or you had to be very courageous because you were dealing with an Emperor in the reverse, where there was like nobody there. Yeah, somebody wouldn't stop doing something. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It had something to do with blocking your light, or this just feels like somebody went into some sort of trance here, just aligning themselves with somebody and then attacking you, and it's like somebody was trying to take away your light, block you from shining your light. Someone was trying to kill your spirit. You overcame the heartache, the disappointment in somebody, in the people, in the reactions of the people that should have been, on your side while this was happening. So you ended up you had to get through this with no support for the most part. And so there was disappointment in that. There was disappointment in understanding that that's how people are. Disappointment in learning about, you know, how somebody could seem one way and then turn into something completely different. And when your heart is genuine, that, you know, somebody would burn you even though you had just all unconditional love, and that somebody would still burn you. You had to learn that. Even if you understood it intellectually, you had to go through an experience. But what's amazing is, you know, the strength of your heart. Your courage isn't just about fighting somebody, you know, being bigger or badder. It's about loving harder, loving yourself harder, refusing to turn. You know, it's like a plague. You know, maybe someone came for them at some point, or who knows what's wrong with them. Turn them into that, and then you react. You turn bitter, and then you're bitter, and then you do it to the next person, and it becomes like a you know, a cycle, never-ending cycle of toxicity and dysfunction and darkness, and you're breaking that here. If somebody out here is trying to do something really reckless to put an ending, full reverse, death to all of this, to this new beginning, to this loving energy, but you're way too strong. You are way too strong. It's your connection to the highest vibrations, to the divine. You know, your lowest point is always close. You know, you're always close to the divine. So there isn't. It's like when there is nothing left, there's something that's bigger than everything. It's the divine. Yeah, and that's where this Ten of Cups comes from too. There's some sort of passionate energy someone has for you. It's making someone feel lackluster, hopeless. There's some sort of plans here. Someone sees you as a wish come true. It has to do with, you know, union, celebration, warmth, growing with someone. You're someone's sweetheart out here. I don't know if it's energetic, or someone's reading your cards, or you're in a relationship now, or somebody knows someone here is coming your way because there's a very insular group, small community or something like that. The lens someone's looking through. Ten of Cups. I see peeking out here. Nine of Pentacles reverse. Six of Cups reverse. So we'll take that. We'll take this Ten of Cups. We'll take this Nine of Pentacles reverse and Six of Cups reverse. Put the Page of Wands back. So I feel like Death. Empress. Something's over because you're an Empress energy, or somebody's trying to end something for you. Death, Empress. Somebody's out here trying to sneak around and end something for an Empress energy. This is somebody who wants reward without effort. Some type of like a user. Someone has some sort of irrational desire for something that they don't deserve. And it's like they didn't earn something. Yeah, this is somebody who skips steps. Eight of Pentacles reverse. Where they waste their time doing petty things. And now they expect to be treated, like a Queen of Cups. Or they expect to just take whatever they can from people. There's something about someone not being able to return to the past. Someone doesn't want someone to love you. Or somebody burned a bridge with you. Now you have a Ten of Cups here. Someone's in doing something underhanded. Five of Wands reverse, death. Trying to project some sort of negative. It's a Queen of Swords reverse. Trying to project some sort of ending your way. This person is just like a broken record here. This is somebody, Queen of Swords reverse, that's just, malicious. This person is so malicious that this is bordering on, cartoonish. This is just like, it's so extreme that there almost are no words for it. It's irrational, it's demonic, but they're wearing some type of a mask, like they're sweet and kind. That is just, they're looking at some sort of passionate energy someone has for you, and they're out here sneaking around, doing something. They're trying to be stealth. Wow. I mean, it is bordering on like cartoon evil. Just the fact that they don't want to stop. Three of Swords reverse. They could be trying to hide their heartache, or no, it has something to do with you overcoming something that's supposed to be heartbreaking. And with this loving energy, there's joy here, there's self-love, self-care. This is about gratitude, appreciation as well. I feel like it's about also being, this is about not being bitter. This is about being open to goodness. It's about birds and clouds and, sweet conversations and, taking that special effort to say nice things to yourself. This is playing with your fur baby. This is affirmations. This is gratitude. This is prayer. It's all of it. And it feels like it's showing up for you with this Hierophant. That somebody's out here trying to do something unjust. It's like you're right here. This is like marriage or union. Someone doing right by you. And somebody feels crushed, devastated by it, that you're not heartbroken, and they're out here trying to cause an ending. And that is like the theme of this person. That is, their constant. That they feel devastated if you're happy and being treated correctly. And what I mean by correctly is just, loved. It's so crazy. This situation is crazy. Ten of Swords. Someone feels literally devastated by you being happy. Yeah, it's some type of a Queen of Swords in the reverse feels devastated by you being happy. What is that? Yeah, exactly. Nine of Cups. Ten of Swords. Queen of Swords reverse. Nine of Cups. Someone's seeing you as a wish come true. You have someone out here who feels devastated by that. This is someone who's not listening to their better judgment. You are an Empress energy. You embody all queens of the deck, and you're not an option, and you're protected, and you're somebody that's having this new beginning here, and you emanate love. It isn't just about taking. So that weird equation, that's what you're dealing with. Somebody here who's just feeling devastated because you're not broken. They didn't kill your spirit. There's some kind of really beautiful energy around you as far as like how you're being seen, or someone heading your way, or a relationship you're in, and working towards or building something. Your home life, milestones. There's warmth. Good, maybe marriage here. That I just realized that air is still on. Hopefully it wasn't too loud for the whole read. They don't want to be seen as foolish, or they know they're doing something that maybe they're going to be seen. It's going to be seen because people are on to them, or something about messages, news, the plans for the good news, the plans, the announcement even, Four of Wands. You're not trapped. They don't want to be seen as reckless. They try to block or stop you. They're trying really hard to keep it together. Queen of Swords reverse. I mean, maybe this is an ex that did this. I don't know who. I mean, it feels like it's a Queen of Swords reverse, but I don't know. It could be shapeshiftery energy. I feel like it's like a karmic feminine energy. It would make more sense. Somebody's devastated about you moving on and being happy if it was an ex, but I feel like this is like some type of a feminine energy that's like a copycat. But it could be an ex. I guess take what resonates with it. Maybe we'll find out, or not. Maybe I will clarify. Ten of Swords, Wheel of Fortune reverse. Somebody ruined their life. Everything's falling apart, or they can't have your life. Some sort of devastating ending here. You reap what you sow. Wow, Seven of Pentacles reverse with Wheel of Fortune reverse and a Ten of Swords. Somebody is truly crushed. Devil reverse. Somebody here who has been doing something very horrific to you is crushed. Or someone that aligned themselves with someone. Or somebody who's jealous of you, obsessed with you, is crushed. They ruined their life. They're reaping what they've sown. Tower reverse. They're trying really hard to keep it together. If this is not a snapshot of what somebody is going through, I don't know what else is. That came for you real hard. That's the reckless. They're afraid, but I feel like they can't help themselves, and they're out here doing something. Or they're trying to hide what they did. Outcome. Nine of Cups. It feels so not dramatic in comparison. There's happiness here. Yeah. King of Pentacles, Page of Swords. There's some kind of like facts or communication here about somebody maybe abusing their power or coming for you, wouldn't leave you alone, that this King of Pentacles knows about. Maybe you reported someone. Somebody left, somebody knows what you went through, what you overcame. Death. What somebody tried to do to end you, to end something for you, and that you're victorious. So somebody's like embarrassed by the fact that they failed as well. Or that they were in denial this whole time about a Four of Wands energy. Right, so they've been... Somebody didn't treat you fairly, someone didn't want you to receive this love, but you have it anyway. Ace of Cups. You're victorious. What a weird thing to want or to pursue. You know, every time it comes up in the readings, it just, it's baffling. It's baffling energy. And then it goes back to, okay, let's the logic around why somebody would do that. If they were an ex, maybe you can kind of see how that kind of toxic behavior, someone doesn't want you to have a life after them, very, sick, but it's like the dots connect. But if this is like someone who wanted to tear you down to have someone instead of you, or out of jealousy, the fact that they feel devastated that someone loves you, or that you're moving on, or you have a new life after they did do something. It's like you were rocked back on your heels, because how would you ever know that people are even like this, How would you know? Someone didn't want you to receive your flowers. But the reason why someone doesn't want you to receive your flowers, that is a thing that is so weird. Somebody's seeing through an illusion. This is someone that conjures up illusions. Four of Pentacles, trying to hang on. Maybe okay, so if we get rational about it, it would be because they're trying to hold on to somebody else's money. And if this is someone they know, and they don't want someone to come towards you because they want control or power or money. And if the person comes towards you, then it's the end. They don't get any more support. Or maybe they started something that they shouldn't have, and then they had to finish it, and then they kept doing more and more and more, and they don't want anybody to side with you, because then they're going to be held accountable. All the information is going to come out, or it's a loss of credibility. But that doesn't sound right. Even though that's an issue for them, the amount of the way this person feels like their life is over and they're so devastated. There could be somebody defending you or knows the facts about what someone did behind the scenes. And that somebody is unhinged here, somebody is unwell to think this way, or to have this very specific desire for a whole other human being, and the amount of focus required. This person is hyper focused on you, like Velcro. It's toxic Velcro. So then, those are all very thin answers. So then it starts to get into the more spiritual stuff. It starts, someone is truly devastated because you're loved, because they weren't able to break you, because you have a life after they did something here to devastate you. Then, what is the rationale? Why are they so broken by a whole other human being that they have nothing to do with being happy? Unless this is somebody who believes in soul swapping or sacrificing people or something ridiculous like that. And failing at it, and now what? Because they were trying to hold on to, harvesting energy, trying to steal from the sweetheart, be the sweetheart instead of this actual sweetheart, live your life instead of you, and then you are supposed to just sort of turn into a barely living cocoon, just a power source, really, and then, that's the, it's like one of the only other, it's the most irrational answer, but it's the most rational given the consistency of somebody here who's devastated by someone being happy. That is not unless, this could be a mother figure who's real twisted. That could make a little bit more sense, but I feel like what I'm tapping into is some type of a copycat energy that you don't even know. That's what I think it is. It doesn't have to be, but if this is someone that you don't even know, for them to feel this devastated, that they're failing, I feel like they put all of their energy into it. But the thing is that they have an energy they hate you, though. There's a hatred. There's a hatred that feels much more than just sort of the transactional part about it. And that's what's weird. It's this person can't see you as sentient almost. It's almost like you're a means to an end. But there is some very intense feelings, though, but it has nothing to do with having any sort of empathy or being able to see you as, a human being. But they can understand their own feelings. They can understand when they feel devastated. But they can't understand that you have feelings. So it's all about what they want. There's so many things wrong with the way this person moves, or these people. And they've ruined their life. Wheel of Fortune reverse, 7 of... Whatever's going on is pretty big, it's pretty huge, it's pretty devastating. I feel like this person has been trying really hard to control or manipulate a masculine energy who just either got some information or hired an investigator or, somebody handed somebody some sort of documents or somebody had a conversation with someone somebody got their hands on some sort of information. And just like what's unclear here is who you're dealing with. Pretty sure this is, because we saw Queen of Swords. I know I said this was going to be a quick check-in. There's something about you being happy here. So maybe also now there's a division in the group. If someone is sweet and kind, sees you as sweet and kind, has some sort of loving feelings for you, everything is changing. Somebody made a mistake here about you. Or you persevered. You persevered with the star energy here. Can't stop you. What is. What's meant to be is meant to be. It's just that in like no way, this is like, when hell freezes over type of energy. Will you ever, never. Never. This person is never going to kill your spirit, ever. And this is between you and the divine, the star energy. You are not rejected. It's like some sort of illusion is breaking up here. Somebody transcended something and judgment is here. Somebody definitely made a mistake. There's someone here definitely thinking about you. Someone could be unwell who came for you. Some sort of passionate energy. For an empress, someone is giving you something here, or you have this potential, you're growing. And it means somebody is like, there's some sort of fall from grace. Because there's a Four of Wands here for a Queen of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to figure out who this is exactly, but Moon and Devil, that's the energy they're in. It's that creepy. It's creepy. So now because something is not over for you, back to that creepy energy. It's just totally irrational unless you start to think there's like a group of people here or something that we're trying to cause an ending. Now they're burdened. They're really burdened by some, witchy ideas they had here. Can't beat out love. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe. It is. Yeah. Strength. That's where it comes from. Alright, you're not trapped. There's definitely someone out here doing a lot of projections here, but they're also exposed. That's why maybe somebody, this crushed feeling has to do with somebody, people are talking about what someone does here behind closed doors. They were sneaking around, Magician reverse, Seven of Swords reverse, Ten of Swords. With this Moon card, and this Devil card. This is like somebody who indulges in some type of lower vibrational spiritual practices. Maybe, there's like a transaction. Maybe somebody drove to somebody's house. Someone said, oh, I'm going to go, hang out with my friend and I'll be back in, a few hours. And instead, somebody gave someone a clue that, they're not doing things they should be, and someone looked through a window. Maybe someone got a recording of it. Maybe it's something like that. There could be a whole group that's confused, that participated in something here, because an illusion is broken, and it's not over for you. So they could be afraid This whole group could be afraid of what they did because you're protected, but also because maybe there's some sort of like a detective energy. Somebody, something backfired because you're protected, or because there's a detective here who knows the truth, or there's someone here protecting the truth, your breakthrough. Temperance, angel, ancestors, angelic, high vibrational angelic forces. It's not over for you. Someone cannot end you. So absurd. Alright, so we will leave it here for now. If you resonate, I hope that it helps. The situation is ridiculous. Sun in Virgo, Mercury in Taurus, Sagittarius, Mars in Leo, Mars in Gemini, Mercury in Sagittarius, Mars in Pisces, Venus in Virgo, Sun in Scorpio, Saturn in Libra, and Jupiter in Pisces. Those are the main ones. But if you resonate and none of these, positions match yours or theirs, it's still yours. But it could also have to do with transits. And so, yeah, we'll leave it here. If it resonates, I hope that it helps. I'll see you on the next one.